I'm gonna try that again. For some reason, I have this little virus on my phone and it just kicks me out of everything and is very intrusive. So, what would it have been like to be together as a family for more than a few weeks a year? To share meals every day, to go to bed every night knowing your parents and siblings were safe under the same roof as you. His death must have been hard for you, he said heavily. He missed his father, but their friendship had been distant during his childhood for them to be close. As adults, they worked tightly together, but there always had been a formality between them. So I think that I've read this already. I know I have. And they're in the house alone. Let's go. I'm skipping ahead. Skipping to 71. Maybe one day I'll see you on Broadway. She pulled a rueful face that turned to a wide yawn as she covered it with her backhand. Not going to happen. I don't want to leave England, and even if I did, I wouldn't have much chance getting a visa to the US. Not with my record. And that really is me being realistic. Making a mental note to make some discreet inquiries about this, he stared into her eyes. He could see the lethargy taking over. The cynical part of him, which he fully admitted constituted the major part, wondered if it was shame over her drug dealing past holding her back from pushing a career in TV, or the movies, rather. I know that we've read ahead of this. I think they were in the bedroom standing, um, and then she closed the door and she started thinking about him. So I think I'm gonna kind of skip ahead to that. Yeah, 73. Their eyes locked for a moment that seemed to last an age before he took a deep breath and broke it. And then he made the fatal mistake of stepping out of the room at the exact moment she chose to step into it. Excuse me. Oh, no, excuse me. And then they were past each other on the opposite sides of the threshold where they started, but not without Mia's breast brushing against his arm in the process. For one final time, their eyes locked. The color flaming her face was unmistakable. He cleared his throat. "Good night, my Vida." Her whispered goodnight in response was lost as he closed the door sharply behind him. Arms covering her tingling breast, the beats of her heart a painful staccato. Mia closed her eyes and dragged air into her lungs. A door closed, and then there was silence. Once she felt reasonably in control of herself, she sat at the edge of the huge bed and covered her burning face. Intensely private about her personal life, she just unloaded things to Damien that she never spoke about. She talked about her dad with her mom and sister and all the time, but not with strangers.